What's going on, guys? And today I'm bringing you guys a walkthrough of the Armor Kill DLC that was just released for premium members for PS3. And so yeah, PS3 gets it first. That's right. Anyways, not really bad. Anyways, so there's 4 new maps. Bandar Desert, Albert's Mountains. Yeah, mountains. Mountains. Death Valley, if you know that's where Undertaker's from. And Armor Shield. And I'm gonna tell you guys which was my favorite map and which was least whatever. Anyway, so let me start off with Bandar Desert. Bandar Bandar Desert is the biggest map in Battlefield history. All these maps that I'm talking about, the 4 from the Armor Kill, they're all playable in the 6th game was Rush, Conquest, Tank Superiority game, some other ones like that. So, they all come out. It's an all-vehicle warfare for the 4 new maps. Includes the biggest map from Battlefield history, which is Bandar Desert. There's also new vehicles, new tanks. What's it called again? Tank Destroyer, ATVs, which is with a little quad drive. Oh, those are the little best. New mobile artillery. Oh man, I can't. Oh man. Anyway, bring back find new weapon, vehicle unlocks. Damn, I'm really happy. Anyways. 20 unlocks for new trophies, new assignments, this and that. But now let me get to it. Bandar Desert. What I think about it is it's a huge map, really big. Now, if you don't have a vehicle, you're pretty much stranded in the desert. You gotta run like 500 meters or yards or whatever how the dice uses, and it's pretty annoying. The fact for the first time ever, consoles are gaining like was it 5 if you're playing Conquest 5 capture points for the game. So PC has like 5 or 7. Oh man, they're gonna get a bunch from PC, and for console for the first time 5. Is it for the first time? I don't know. I don't remember playing other games for 5. Usually there's only like 3 or 4 for consoles, but I think this one's 5. A, B, C, D, and E. Yeah, I'm on counting like A, B. Anyways, so Bandar Desert, it's huge. It's huge. A, B, C, D. No, for what I think on Rush is pretty cool. Rush, it's fine. Like just like any other Rush maps, there's 2 encom stations. You move up and move up. But what I feel is for Conquest is it's too big for Conquest for consoles. 12v12 is not really enough for 5 in a way, because you got like 2 guys. You got 2 guys in the gunship, which is pretty awesome. 2 guys in the gunship. You guys got what you may call it, you guys in the jet. You guys got it on the helicopters. You guys got it on the little tanks, and there's only like a few infantry players left, and that's pretty much it's in a way a bit slow, like really slow. These maps are huge, and they're pretty much slow unless you have, if you have a vehicle, you go to map to map, and it's I think it's too big, for consoles or anything like that. But is that like a bad thing? Maybe, I don't know. Depends how you look at it. Be like, yes, I like big maps or like that. Maybe I want to be left alone or something. But I don't know. But Bandar Desert looks beautiful. The sand, the desert looks nice. The graphics look excellent. The gunship is pretty cool. Like once you there's one base. In all these 4 maps, there's one base. If you capture it, you guys have control of the gunship. When you spawn, you have the option to take control. You boom like that. And not only that, you can parachute off the gunship, which is pretty awesome. Like a little shortcut. But now Bandar Desert looks pretty sweet. There's 5 locations, like 3 on the town, like a little small town. There's like 3. Is it A, B, C, D? No. Yeah, kind of. Like there's like 3 of them like close together. So if you get A, you could get A, B, C really quick. And there's D like in the middle, and then E's like far in the back. So I don't know why, but yeah, it looks it looks beautiful. The game mode looks beautiful. It's pretty pretty cool. You start in the desert, but like I said before, if you don't have a vehicle like a little ATV or quad bike, you're pretty much stranded. You gotta run. You're like, oh my god, this is taking forever, or I'm just gonna commit suicide and then you know pop out over here or spawn over here, and it's kind of frustrating because in a way like you have to have a vehicle in order to get to place a lot faster. But it's still a great, it's still a pretty good map. You have these jets flying around, the gunship and everything like that. It's pretty fun. But I feel like this map, the biggest map, you know, will be best played on PC. Obvious. With 64 players, oh my god, this will probably be like like a warfare, like oh man, like a chaos everywhere. The gunship will be taking down players like days for days. Whoops. And a bunch of other stuff. Jets floating around. There's like how many jets are there? Like two, one, two. I think two. There's helicopters. And tanks too. But it'll be a lot of fun. But it's a great map. I like it. But is it my favorite map? No, it's not really my favorite map. But my favorite map will be the Albert's Mountains. That one's pretty good. So for Rush it's pretty standard. It's actually the MCOM stations are pretty close to each other. That's what I think. Once well, not that close, but I think the for the rushers, for the attacking team, I think that they have the advantage when it comes to the game of Rush. I feel like they have a slight advantage for some reason. I don't know. I get that feeling. As you can see in the video, we're playing Vandar Desert, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So overall, I think this one's pretty good. I think this match is pretty sweet and everything like that. But I feel like the PC community will benefit more of this map. So that's my thoughts for this map. Now moving on to Albor's Mountain. This is one of my favorite maps from the DLC Armored Kill, and it's pretty cool because it's like the first ever snowy environment for Battlefield 3. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, basically mainly the desert there. So yeah, it's the first snowy environment. This map is actually pretty cool because there's a lot of routes you can take to get to each base. This and that. And it's pretty cool. You're fighting on the mountains, snowy mountains. You could go hide right there. You could camp right there. And it's pretty fun game mode, especially in a rush. Rush is it's a pretty cool game mode for to play in this map. Rush is definitely a cool map. For Conquest, it's a cool map to play too. There's 5 flagpoles for the PS3. There's A, B, C, D, and E, and there's also the gunship. I think the gunship appears in all the maps for what's it called, Armor Kill. I think so. Yeah, I think they do. But I don't know. Yeah, they do it for Rush. They do for Conquest, especially Conquest. And not only that, there's for Conquest, there's jets, there's helicopters. There's the Tunguska, there's the little ATVs, there's a bunch of, it's like DLC emphasizes, a bunch of vehicles. And it makes it a fun game mode. In this map, it's not that big. I mean, it is big, but it's not that big compared to Bandar Desert, which is too big in my opinion for consoles, because there's not a lot of players to go around with. But these maps, the rest of the maps, Albert's Mountains, it is good. If it's 24 players, not that bad. But what you call it? But it'll still be cool to play with. But also like the flags are not that far from each other. There'll be more gun action played from these maps and everything. But as you can see in the video, the snowy environment, it's pretty cool. I really liked it a lot, and I really like this map, but one of the things is, what's it called? A lot of the times, No. I think that's it. Yeah, but it's also a pretty cool map. You know, it's a snowy environment. There's a forest. There's a frozen lake you can run across. I'm not sure if you could crack it. You know, like blow it up and then you fall or whatever. The tank will fall and you die. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Maybe I can confirm it later. But yeah, it's a pretty cool map, and I really like this map. It's beautiful. You know, it's like honestly, it's my favorite map. You know, a bunch of clo- it has a lot of choke, not a choke points. A lot of points where there's gonna be a lot of gunfights, especially like in the middle of the map. There's a bunch of them. Plus, when you have the gunship, you know, going on top of you, like flying, destroying you and everything. It gets pretty intense. Anyway. So it's a pretty fun game mode. I mean, not game mode. It's a fun map. So, moving on to Death Valley, aka where the Undertaker's from. Anyways, this map is actually pretty cool. I like how it's all bluish. You know, the little song in the intro is pretty cool too. It's all bluish and for some reason I think they lowered down the white balance or something like that. And what the hell is this? Anyways, so it's a pretty cool map. There's like I said, 5 capture points, A, B, C, D, and E, and just the one of the flags is you take control of it, you can take over the gunship. So having said that, you know it's pretty cool. This one is like 2 jets around. There's the helicopters, the Viper. Then I think they have the A6 one. No, I don't think it's the Viper. I think it's the A6 for this map for this map. And it's a pretty cool map because it's not as big as in the Panda Desert. You know, that one's too huge for me and for the consoles and everything. But you know, it's still a cool map, by the way. But for Death Valley, you know, cool. Besides having a cool name, you know, it's pretty cool because you can get around pretty quick with the vehicles, especially with the tanks, especially with the ATV quad bike, which is pretty fun sometimes when you're riding that. And and there's also the little, what's it called, the little truck with the missiles. I forgot the name of it. Anyways, that's also there in the map, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty epic. You could really take down some tanks with that. And now, so the it's kind of like it's a night map, but of course, but for some reason, you know, it's bluish, very bluish, and I don't know if it's part of the game or not, but it's cool. But I like this map. You know, I really like it. Is, you know, it has this little openings, a bunch of openness, but it has these little buildings and everything. Go in and take over the map, not the map, the flag. I'm talking about the flag and everything. So it's pretty cool. I played it in a couple of game modes. For Rush, Rush is pretty cool. For some reason, Rush and these maps are pretty okay. You know, they're alright, they're good. You know, but I feel like Conquest is their main game per se. But you know, I do like it. You know, it's like it reminds me of Turin Highway, which is also pretty. You know, it's a cool map. But yeah, it's a nice map. You know, it's a nice map. What else is talk about this map? I don't know. I do like it. The bluish effect. You know, it's a little weird, but once you get used to it, it's all right. There's also the gunship. You know, I think the flag C is the one you gotta take to get the flag. For Rush, there's a few income stations right there. Well, no, shit. Yeah, it's not really that much to talk about Death Valley besides having a cool name and everything like that. Yeah. and finally, Armor Shield. You know, Armor Shield's a pretty good looking map. You know, I really liked it, but I played it in Rush, Conquest, Tank Superiority. Actually, it was one of the first games I played for Tank Superiority, and I had fun. And one of the things I noticed for this map is the defense in Rush. I have a slight advantage over the attackers. You know, it all depends on the players, of course, but I feel like this map favors the defense a bit more. You know, that's what I feel. You know? and it's a pretty cool map. You know, I liked it. Like the openness is nice, the green and everything. Like, you know, the colors are like, oh man. But yeah, it's a pretty cool map. I liked it. It's not as big as the other maps, but I think this is the smallest one. I'm not sure. Anyways, but really, Bandot Desert is pretty huge. That, but it's a pretty good looking map. You know. Now I'm just gonna move on to my final thoughts. Overall, you know, I really like this. I like the DLCs. I think Armored Kill was, you know, designed for PC, but you know, for consoles it's alright, I guess, you know. But you know, I believe it needs more players, like more players in order to have more fun, you know, than you know, to play these maps. More players make it more fun, you know. Imagine like more like 16 versus 16, 32 players in total. I know that will be pretty fun with these maps, but especially Bandot Desert. 64 players on that map will be insane. You know, that will be a battle right there. A lot of fun and everything. You know, if everyone's playing the objective, that would be pretty cool. But I feel that, you know, these maps are a little bit too big for consoles. But you know, that's just me. Maybe they need to add DICE needs to add a setting so you can add more players. But you know, 24 players is not really that enough. And when I say this, I'm speaking in terms of conquest. Rush, that's fine. 12, you know, 12 and 12, it's fine for Rush. But for conquest, it needs more players. You know, 24 is not enough. You know, at least for me. But yeah, I need at least like 30 players in total, or 32 to be exact, or 64. Hey, give us that in consoles. But yeah, I believe it needs more players for when it comes to conquest. Rush is fine, but yeah. But overall, you know, the maps look great. Bandar looks great. Albert's Mountain especially looks great. That one looks fantastic. And Death Valley looks pretty sick, and especially with the lower white balance. You know, Armored Shield looks pretty nice. So, you know, overall these maps look nice and everything like that. But one of the little things I have, you know, that came along with these maps is the gunship. The gunship looks, to me, looks pretty defenseless. You know, you have the jets, you have the what you call it, the helicopters, the stingers, and everything. They can easily take down the gunship. You know, I was like, oh well, dude. You know, it has flares, you know, like to defend itself. But after that, it's completely open. You know, I think the flares take a little bit of time before the next wave comes in. But it's completely open. But the jet can easily take it down with the bullets and everything, like easily down. It's like, you know, I've been in the gunship before, and it just amazes me how easily you could take it down with the guns. It's when it comes to bullets, it's pretty defenseless. When the missiles, you could, you know, with the flares, but with the bullets, it's defenseless. You know, you know, sometimes I wonder if I should beef it up a bit or add more flares or something like that. And you can't move it as well. You can't, like, it's on a set road, not a set. It's like on a set round shit. You can't move it, you can't drive it. It's just like on circles like that. It rotates around the map. But yeah, overall, you know, I dig this. I'm really liking this Armored Kill map DLC, especially on Rush. The maps are pretty cool. You can play on all these different game modes, but I think they're a bit too big for consoles. You know, 12v12. You know, like I said. So, anyways, what do you guys think about this map? These maps, are they cool? Are they bad? Are they suck? And you know, are my thoughts way off? Or are your thoughts better? This and that. I want to know. What do you guys think about Armored Kill DLC for Battlefield 3? Yay, nay, 2 thumbs up, this and that. Anyways, I want to know for you guys. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this long video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.